Hello, I'm King Posh, and today I'm going to show you my master rear-wheel drive drift tune for this Fast and Furious Dodge Charger. It's Dom's Charger. Here's the share code. Got it? Great. Now you're going to notice something. I have off-road tire compound on this car. Let me show you guys the car before you freak out. But right now we got 1,514 horsepower, 1,515 foot-pounds of torque, rear-wheel drive. Let's go. This is for Andrew, so huge shout out for Andrew. He asked for a rear-wheel drive drift tune for this vehicle. And as you can tell, it has the off-road tires. We will get to that point, but I'm going to show you why I did it. And you're going to be like, oh, okay, now I understand. Other than that, we've got a stock drivetrain, rear-wheel drive. There is no other engine upgrades, okay? Alright, listen to all that power, alright? Stock front bumper in the front. Now in the back, I decided to put the racing rear wing in there. I didn't like just the regular nakedness of the rear end there. So I decided to throw in there. It gives it some more class. More rugged. I don't know. Either way, it looks good on there, okay? Just gonna say that. Alright, let's get to the tires and show you guys why I went for them. See, when you have Dom's Charger, you gotta have massive rear tires. Problem with everything else is, look at this. There's nothing really there that gives you this. Look at that. This. And not only that, using the off-road race tire lowers the car even more than it was. Look at that. You're lowering it a good another 2 or 3 inches by going with the off-road race tire compound. And they're wide. You know, when I think about Dom's Charger, he had wide tires in the rear. So the off-road race tire compound gives me that feel. Alright? Nothing else does it. That gets close, but this is definitely a wider tire. Okay? Look at that. That's why I went with the off-road tire compound. Okay? Now, I just left the front tire with stock as it should be because, I mean, it's all about that rear. I did look at it, you know, but just left it stock. The rims, I left them stock. I left the Fast X stock rims on there. I figured they looked the best, so that's what I went with. Now, rim sizes. Let me show you what I did here. I went with a 19-inch rim. I looked at the 20-inch rims. I don't like them. I think that's just too much rim and not enough tread. I went with the 19s. They look a lot better than this one. At least they go right into the body, you know, as is. And then here, I went maxed out. I wanted it deep in the wells. All right, here you can have it there, but this right here looks great. All right, there's that, and then there's this, and it looks sick. All right, this absolutely looks like a sick ride. So that's why I went with that. It looks nice. The brakes are stock, I believe. They're everything on this car just looks so good right now. I decided to go with the 10-speed transmission. I mean, we're handling all that power and torque, and this thing weighs under 3,000 pounds. Mind you, all right? All that carbon fiber. We got a race driveline and a drift differential, right? Right. Here's the brakes. I decided to go with the stock brakes. Why? Because if you went with these, you really can't see anything in there. All right, here, this is awesome. All right, the rotors are shiny, and at least it says, you know, something on the calipers. That was a huge thing to me. So I decided to stay with the stock brakes. They look good. Why change them? We got the drift springs and dampeners. This is how it looks like when it's completely, stock, and then just drop around. It looks so good. We got the race anti-roll bars for the front, race anti-roll bars for the rear, and we got a race weight reduction. We're only saving just under 300 pounds. I would think you could save a whole lot more out of this, but it is what it is. I think it's just because it has a carbon fiber body. It is what you can do. Now everything here is fully upgraded, all right, to the max. All right, and that's what gives you the 1,514 horsepower, 1,515 foot-pounds of torque. Okay, so there's that. Car mastery for this thing, I never touched it. It's just telling you. And here's the tune, and here's what I've come up with on this car. It's not bad, and there's a whole lot more that you can actually do to this vehicle, Andrew. So I'll get through that and everybody else. So 55-55, maximize that slide. All right, here's the gearing. The gearing's wild. All right, nothing's over 1.0. All right, we got 99, 89, 84, 80, 70, 74, 71, 68. As you can tell, you can't even see these ones right here. All right, here, let me just bring it up to you. See, they're all really close to each other. All right, so they're there. Okay, so it's 350 is the final drive. It's got a great top speed of 235.1 miles per hour, but then that doesn't mean anything to me. Here is the alignment. So we got negative 1.4, negative 1.4, 5.0, and at 1.7 degree. Now that can be changed, Andrew and everybody else. This can be changed. I just went with it because it had a great 0 to 60, 0 to 100 top speed of 235. You can change this number. All right, you can go. You can go 32. You can go 36. All right, you can go 42, but I would not go 44 or any higher. I was going to share this tune with a 44 to see how it does, and it doesn't work. So I would either go with a 42, a 36, something in this range here. 3.0 is not too bad. As you can tell, it gives you a great top speed of 230 miles per hour exactly. All right. But I decided to go really crazy and go with 1.7. Okay. But you can change that. All right. You write down this tune on a piece of paper and you can change it to whatever you want and try it yourself. It's not a big deal to me. All right. Anti-roll bars, I decided to just go 65 and 65 to maximize them. Make it a little stiff there. Okay. Springs, I went 655.2 and 535.2. I just was thinking, well, what number should I pick? Usually I do 955 and 936, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to do 955.2 and 935.2. Okay. Lows and go is 6.3 in the front, 7.9 in the rear. I said, you know what? That's good enough. We're just going to leave it at that. Dampening is 20, 20, 1 and 1. This is what I use for my rear-wheel drive cars. Just to let you guys know. Okay? This is all I use for my rear-wheel drive cars. I don't change this. This is what I throw on every single one of them. Alright? Aero. I did put that, spoiler, that lip, that wing. What? It's not a wing. It's just a lip. Or a spoiler. So I just took that dot all the way down to speed. It looks good on the car. I figured I'd just run with it. Brakes, we're just using stock brakes. Usually when people are running drift tunes with rear-wheel drive, they don't touch this. It's just 50 and 100. So what's it matter anyways? So just leave it stock as is. And this is what I always use for every single one of my rear-wheel drive drift cars and rear-wheel drive race tunes. 21% on acceleration, 100% deceleration. It also works great for race cars. It makes your race cars that are rear-wheel drive turn harder around turns. That's right. It does. I don't know why. I don't know how I even came up with it. I was like, oh, let me just throw this on here and see what happens. And it works. So there's that. All right. Now, I wanted to see what it could do on, car Esther drift zone. Okay. So, it's not bad. But like I said, you can mess with the alignment more for your preference. Like I was showing you guys the numbers. You can go up to 4.2 degree. Down to 3.6. Down to 3.0 and have that nice top speed of 235 or whatever. Either way, I wanted to see what it could do on car Esther drift zone before sharing it with you guys. So here we are. There's 1,000,000 points right there. We almost went out. We're okay. The tune works. Alright? You just let off the throttle. You turn the wheel the way you want to go, and it will get there. Alright? Now, this is my just first time down the mountain, I did a 1.084. All I needed was what? Another 20,000 points somewhere, and I could have got a 1.1. 1.1 million point card right there. Not a big thing. Yeah. That's with this tune. That's what I was able to get with this tune. So, I was showing you guys that stuff. See, everything's off. Everything's still there. All right. I press no just because I'm messing with things. I'm showing you guys what I was doing. All right. But here we are. Sadly, that was nighttime. It is what it is. But, it does work. And it looks good. It really does. And the little drift zone that's right on the other side of this, road here, over by the festival over there, I've been able to get 41s, 42s with the car, with this tune. It works. It gets it done, Andrew. It does. It gets it done. And it looks good. I mentioned it looks good. Oh, it looks good. It looks great. I love it. Thanks for the request. It is absolutely beautiful. There's a 42-2 right there. It works. It looks good. The gearing is great. It gets the job done. And this was a ground up build since all I had was an all-wheel drive drift tune for this car. Look at it. Look at that thing. That is sexy. That is a sexy car. I'm telling you, it's absolutely beautiful. It is. Absolutely gorgeous. That is a ravishing car right there. Absolutely a beautiful, beautiful muscle car. Oh, I love it. I love this thing. And I hope you do too. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it for you, and I enjoyed tuning this car from the ground up. Making a phenomenal rear-wheel drive setup for you. Andrew, huge shout out to you. Thanks for the request. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Stay sideways, my friends.